I'm a triathlete, entrepreneur, and a former 80s matinee idol. I'll leave you guys to figure out which are the two truths and the one lie in that statement. Okay, as in the case with most class speeches, I have been summarily volunteered by our president, Mr. Jam Kwasay, to share with you a testimony about the recently concluded 13th Executive Development Program on the supply chain. Management. And since I can't say no to him, thank you, here I am. Okay. The irony, though, that has escaped our beloved president is that the school I was born and bred into, which incidentally is only one of 2 Philippine schools prestigious enough to make the top 1,000 in the Times Higher Education World University rankings, has traditionally made it difficult for me to speak well of our arch enemies. However, looking back over the last 6 months spent in this well-respected and admired institution and interacting with the highly professional CCE's staff and learning from the authorities in the supply chain field, I have to admit that I now know what all the fuss is about. And I understand why it's not whether we win or lose, but rather it's the school we choose. While the grass may be greener on the other side, the sky is indeed very blue. So, thank you, Ateneo. One big fight. Wala naman video yun. Okay. 6 months ago, I walked into a quiet classroom filled with people who seemed very anxious to get things started. But I also remember that there was this palpable feeling out tension in the air. It was a very nice reminder of me that I was going back to school once more. How many years ago was that? Decades. Okay, so typical first day jitters. Okay, however, during the 6 months, all the nervous energy eventually melted. And in turn, friendships were formed, partnerships were made, and business contacts linked. Okay, here are some of the highlights. I apologize if some of them might seem a little odd to you, medyo inherent to our group, but anyway, our class is composed of highly professional and opinionated people. Okay. Very generous to share their experiences, and thank you for making all the discussions very lively. Okay. Some are even so dedicated to the class that they travel to and from as far as Nueva Ecija and Bulacan just to attend it. Some of us, we found out, are also natural entertainers. We have people who can cry on demand. The most unassuming of us can rap. Okay, not just rap. Yung rap pa nila is Salbakuta Stupid Love. And others can even rock the Bon Jovi. I also found out that we are chip and chocolate monsters. I am sure that all the other classes are as well. Thank you again, CCE. Some of us are fans of The Lion King, ergo people with daddy issues. But what we did not have, class, is the foresight of getting brand spanking new Ateneo sweaters like the 51st. Wala! Still, pogi oh.
360 pesos lang.
Okay. We would like to, of course, thank our professors, okay, who were not only facilitators, but more importantly, educators as well. Now, unfortunately, I can only see one here. So, sir, I will leave you to tell everybody what I said. You may take notes. We've been taking notes for 3 Saturdays na. Ikaw naman. Okay. To Miss Lulu Guzman, she taught us that knowledge sharing is unretirable and will always keep you young. To Dan Belbis, who taught us how to use Excel, and that sometimes the monomatic process can work too. Voltaire Gonzalez, for teaching us life lessons like ang nahihiyang maging pangit, laging parang wala ng bukas, bata pa ako, ang kapal ng mukha ko, and hindi ako ganyan, pero kaya ko. In the end, he was right. Kaya natin lahat. Thank you to Mandy Bonco. We became M4 students because he was an M4 educator. Thank you to Anna Bess Pingol, who made finance fashionable. Thank you, Mars Balgos, for being our Pinol role model for execution and for sharing with us the importance of cultura. To Abet Baksa, he put the pro in the word procurement and showed that you can be a shrewd negotiator and still remain a nice guy. And last but not least, the only one who's here, Mr. Kent Valderrama, for teaching us that the right customer is king, that we need to get the goods to them at the right time, right place, right price, right condition, and the right cost. And that wearing hip jackets may be the key to achieving logistics director status. Last, in closing, the number 13 has historically been an unlucky number. But on the contrary, this 13th EDP is very lucky for me. I have had the opportunity to build a relationship that's win-win all the way, and I'm sure the rest of my class feels the same. This class has supplied great energy throughout the past 6 months and has demanded that each of us give our very best when we attended. My classmates are all positive outliers, and the forecast for each one of us is continued success. We enrolled in a supply chain management course, but we leave today supply chained to each other. Thank you and Merry Christmas.